All right, and welcome back. We're just trying to get some things here set up for the lobby. So hang tight here. They're already doing pro draft. I'm just trying to get the UI here set up for it. But right now, at least for bands, Marietta's band Mordekaiser and Kled, Trine has band Diana and Fizz. Let me do one other thing here. Let's just see here, because I've been trying to set up a possible new setup for the overlay here, and pages are not quite working as intended. Well, that's definitely not working as intended. Okay, so give me a second here. I'm trying to fix a couple of issues that I'm having with the setup here. So once we have all that working, we will get the game to you. So I apologize for the fixing bands, but just trying to get things set up. So while we are doing that, let's go over the lineup for the Pioneers. So playing today, top lane we'll have Yuki 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sophomore Leah Wichikowski, senior jungle senior Eden Darling Brimstone Bro. At mid we'll have freshman Kyler Wheeler Raylick, AD Caribbean freshman Kenny Gwen War Cyclone, and support will be senior Yenzeng Wong Rico Rodriguez. So let me see if I can see where the status is with the overlays, trying to get some things set up, and it's not quite working as intended. Let's see if we can at least get pro draft for you while I'm trying to set up. I guess this will have to do. So right now, Marietta has locked in Orn, Misfortune, and Nautilus. Trine has locked in Camille, Lilia, and Caitlin. And we're seeing the second set of bands coming in. So let me get everything here good to go. And make sure audio is working properly. But we're going to see Leona being banned by Marietta. Trine with banning Echo. They do not want to see Raylick on it. And a lot of target bans onto Raylick with Diana, Fizz, Lucian, Echo, and Yon. Raylick has played all 5 of those, so they are definitely trying to ban out Raylick's champion pool. So now we're going to see what Marietta's last ban will be. And it looks like it's going to be the Morgana. They do not want Trine support playing that. So now we'll see what the last picks are going to be for the game here. And it looks like Mary's going to be in blue side, and Trine will be on the red side while we are getting the final selections here. Looks like Trine will be going with the Braum. So now we'll see what Marietta is going to be picking next. So they still got to pick their jungle and mid. So it looks like Raylick's going to lock in the Orianna. So now we'll see what Brimstone will be playing as jungle. And he's going to go with his comfort pick, Jarvan. Now we'll see what the final pick is for Trine. We'll see what... it looks like it's going to be the Syndra going up against the Orianna. All right. So we do have the... do have everything selected here. So now we are going to try. I'm testing out a new overlay for spectator. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know if this is going to work very well, but we're going to test this out once we get the ready checks in. So it's a trial in progress, but we are trying a new champion select overlay. And it doesn't look like it's working as intended, so we'll see here. If it doesn't work, we'll revert to the old one, but I was testing some stuff earlier this morning to see what it looks like. Alright, so it looks like... Okay, so it looks like it is somewhat working as intended. Let's see if I can clean up this overlay just a little bit here. So it looks like the pan is not quite where we want it to. So let's see if we can adjust that a little bit. We need just the left and right a little bit. So left needs to go maybe about 400 and 2, 3. A little bit more, a little bit better. Let's see if I do a.
Hey, you're lost. I get it.
see here. Nope, that's not right. All right, that looks a little bit better.
You don't have the heart for this.
Now we just need to adjust the setup here. So we're gonna see that Ornn being locked in. There's the Camille. There's the Lyra. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we just need to adjust this a little bit. We're getting this clean up here. There, that doesn't look too bad.
You used to be cool.
I must not fall.
You think I'm the one to fear?
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
There we go. That looks a little... Yeah, really still trying to figure out the setup here. And the pan is still not quite the way it was. We're going to have to do a little bit more testing with this overlay. Yeah, so I'll have to play with it a little bit more, but there you have it. We do see the composition, so it looks like Mewtwo and Ornn, Brimstone on Jarvan, Rayleigh at Orianna, Cyclone on Misfortune, and Rico on Nautilus. And then we will see Barrel Rider on the Camille, the Tension on the Lyra, Magic Griffin on the Braum, Stormblast will be on the Syndra, and we'll see Caitlyn. We'll see Harv on the Caitlyn. All right, so we are just now kind of waiting for the spectator delay, and then we will have the match to you. So just as a reminder of what's at stake here. So this is the League of Legends GLEC semifinals in the playoffs. So if Marietta wins this match, let me pull up some information. So if Marietta wins, if I could get the right button on this link. No, that's not the right button. So if Marietta wins, they will play against the winner of Lords and Ohio Northern next Saturday for the conference championship. Now, the Pioneers did play against Trine earlier in the semester, and they were 2-0, but that was very early in the season. The Pioneers have improved quite a bit since then, ending the season 4-2. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, overall, this looks like a pretty good composition by Marietta. I mean, we see a lot of comfort picks with the Ornn, Jarvan, and Nautilus for Mewtwo, Brimstone, and Rico. And Rayleigh and Cyclone are very comfortable as well on the Orianna and Misfortune. So we'll see if they can play very well. If they can at least hold well early in the early game, we could see a victory there for the Pioneers. So right now, we're still waiting for the spectator build. Just as from earlier, just so people are aware, our Rocket League team did technically get a win against Ohio Northern. Ohio Northern was not aware of the match, so they forfeited. So our Rocket League team will be returning next Saturday for, I believe, the 5th place spot in the GLEC. So that will be next Saturday at 11 a.m. And depending on how things go on the Overwatch match, so can't really tell exactly what's going on there, but if they win, then they will be able to play next Saturday. Not so sure if it's also a 5th place match or not. I'd have to pull it up here. So I think that would be the case. I think it would be a, let's see here. Yeah, it'd be yeah, if they win, it'd be a fifth place match against the winner of Mount Union and Muskingum. Speaking of Muskingum, we do have one more Overwatch match for you next week. So yesterday we were supposed to have our match with Muskingum. They were not prepared for it, so they had to forfeit it, but they still want to play and we want to play. So we will have an Overwatch match with Muskingum on Monday at 8 o'clock. So please be sure to come back and check that out. So we will be broadcasting Monday evening so you can be able to at least see more esports. So today is not the last day for esports at Marietta College. All right, so the spectator delay has ended. So now we are just going to be waiting to get the game here underway. So as soon as we have everything loaded, we will have game 1 to you here in this best of 3 series. Yeah, it looks like everything here is loading up. And let me get the UI ready to go. And there we have it. So let's get this game underway. Marietta College versus Trine University. Just waiting for everything here to set up. Alright, so we see Marietta's on the blue side, Trine will be on the red side.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
And it looks like Trine may be looking to do a possible counter invade, maybe trying to see if they trap any of the Pioneers who may extend a little bit farther than they should, but I don't think Marietta is going to fall for it. Yeah, they're waiting. It looks like they're waiting for something, but nothing is going to... Yeah, they're not going to catch anything here.
Minions have spawned.
So everyone will go back into their positions here. Looks like Trine will be starting on the their red side jungle, and looks like Brimstone will be starting on blue side. So that's what it looks like to me.
Boom. Headshot.
So nothing too fancy early on. I mean, a lot of factors have to be considered in this game. So I'm going to adjust my volume here a little bit. Give me a second. And we're already seeing an early pause. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on here. Yeah, so it looks like Rico is having some trouble with autoing, so he's going to reconnect. I'm not so sure what's going on there, why he's having some issues. But he's going to log out, log back in, and hopefully the issue will be resolved soon. Yeah, we're just gonna be waiting for him to reconnect. Hopefully, we got the audio. The audio should be a little bit better, not super loud. Do one more thing here while we are waiting. Yeah, so it looks like Rico is reconnecting. So now let's just hope that everything is good. But we'll check here, make sure he's ready. Yeah, it looks like Rico is good. Ready checks are coming in, so we should be unpausing any second now. There we go. Sometimes these bugs happen. But yeah, it's really going to be interesting to see how things go in this matchup because there's a lot of factors that have to be considered. In the last time the Pioneers played against Trine, Trine's strategy was to win through the top lane. I mean, both Relic and War Cyclone are challenger level players, so it is going to be a challenge for trying to win those lanes. So their strategy before was to try to get super fed in the top lane and use that to carry the game. So they actually did that with a 2-0 by using Kled. This time around, Marietta did ban out the Kled, so we don't see that. And we're seeing already some early aggression by Rico and Cyclone. But Harv is going to back out a little bit, but still very low in health. And let me adjust the LCS overlay here, because this is... There we go. That's better. I'm going to make sure we have the matchups in proper position. So right now, at least there's a big CS difference in the top lane, and it's kind of almost a repeat from last time they went against Trine. So we'll see if Muki can at least hold her own, not give up any early kills. But Camille's working on trying to put some damage out, and we're seeing 3 people from area group up and trying to steal Trine's blue buff. I don't know if they were successful. Although they may be getting a first blood on Tension, it's actually going to have to flash away. But now they're going to turn their attention to Braum and Caitlyn. War Cyclone's putting a lot of damage out. Another flash comes out, and Rico's going to get the first blood for the Pioneers. But now we see Syndra is close by, maybe looking for a possible pick. Does get some damage with Cyclone's going to get slowed by the raining bullets, and they're going to be chasing down Syndra. Flash comes out, and another flash, but Syndra's going to get caught. A nice hook there by Rico. And Rayleig's going to get the kill onto Stormblessed. So yeah, if either Relic or Cyclone can get ahead early on, they'll be able to carry this game. So meanwhile, we do see Barrel Riding putting on a lot of aggression onto Muki, but she's going to put in a charge and put some damage herself. And pinks are coming out. They may be eyeing the Rift Herald. But Marietta does have that ward, or at least maybe they're pinging out that Brimstone was able to get the Scuttle Crab. But Lyra's going to be working her way in towards that area, or at least put a pink ward down. We'll see more wards coming out. Braum was roaming up for maybe a possible play, but he's going to be roaming back. Maybe giving Caitlyn a chance to catch up on levels, because right now, War Cyclone is up by a level. And we're seeing that raining bullets come out again. Cyclone trying to put the damage onto Caitlyn. And at least take out the ward. And we're seeing a lot of the trading going on in the top lane. Although Barrel Rod is winning that lane, being over 30, almost 30 CS lead against Muki. So it is going to be tough. But Marietta's going to start up the Ocean Drake, and I don't think Trine can contest this. But Camille's going to try to get the stun onto Muki, does so, get some damage on her, and she's already about half health. Meanwhile, Relic is pushing away Syndra, and Marietta will secure the Ocean Drake. So they have secured First Blood and First Dragon. Can they secure First Tower as well? And I'm seeing GG's in the Discord. I'm wondering... I'm going to have to see what happened with the Overwatch match. But meanwhile, Lyra's looking for a gank attempt onto Cyclone. Flash comes up on the Braum. Does catch Cyclone, but he's going to try to fall back, but both he and Rico are very low, but Ian's going to be coming by. And actually, Nautilus is going to get the kill onto Braum, and Brimstone's going to get the kill onto Lyra, and now they're going to be chasing Caitlyn. Will Brimstone get... Yeah, Brimstone gets the double kill. I'm still trying to see what happened with the Overwatch match, because I know when we had to leave... Okay. Alright, I am getting word that Marietta did fall to Tiffin in a very, very close matchup. So it is unfortunate. But you got to give kudos to the Pioneers. I mean, they were able to get some wins there. So the Overwatch team has vastly improved over the season. I apologize for mispronouncing names. Apparently it's Lilia, not whatever I said earlier. So, that's on me. Now we're seeing some more aggression going on to the bot lane. But meanwhile, Mary is up top, putting some aggression onto the top lane, trying to give Yuki a chance to get ahead, or at least win the lane. Actually, no, I take that back. Because while I was trying to figure out what's going on with the Overwatch team, they did a lane swap. So Cyclone and Rico are up there with the Rift Herald, and Yuki's down at the bot lane. So Mary's going to use this chance to try to get the top tower. And a nice charge here from the Rift Herald, and Mary will secure that first tower. Meanwhile, the depth charge just comes out and tries to catch Camille. Both ults being used, and none of them connect. Meanwhile, we may see a possible dive here in the bot lane with Yuki getting very low. She does try to pop the Ornn ult, but is going to end up going down in the process. But Yuki will get the revenge kill onto Lilia. Hopefully I said it right that time. And we've seen the shockwave coming out by Rayleigh, putting us a huge damage onto Syndra. He's going to try to 1v1 that Syndra, gets the stun, but here comes Brimstone with the Cataclysm and gets the kill onto Syndra. Stealing that kill from Rayleigh. How dare you? So now we're seeing lanes rotating around again. Marietta will start up on the Mountain Drake, and they feel like they can get this without too much trouble. Braum is going to come by with a ward, knowing that Marietta is going to be there, but there's not much that Trine can do. So Marietta will secure the Mountain Drake. So that's 2 Drakes in favor of the Pioneers. And it looks like it will be Cloud Drakes for the remainder of this map. So right now, about 12 minutes into the game, and Marietta is up by just a little under 3,000 gold, which is a pretty decent lead, but can't be too careful. One team fight going in Trine's favor, and they're going to be right back into this match. So Marietta just has to keep working on building their lead. They got the tower open up in the top lane. They have 2 plates left in the mid lane. So let's see if they can be able to put some pressure into that mid lane. And we are seeing, looks like Trine's win condition is going to be once again on Barrel Rider, having a substantial CS lead over Muki. So Marietta is going to have to work on that. Unfortunately, Raylick and War Cyclone are winning their lanes ahead by a decent amount of CS. So if they can keep their lead up, then they should be able to carry the rest of the game. We see the bullet time coming out, and a bunch of damage being put onto Caitlyn and Badger Griffin, and Caitlyn's going to go down, and Brahm's going to get the shot on to Rico, but Syndra's going to fall. So right now it's a 2-1 fight in favor of Marietta, and I think that might be it. Although there is some fighting going on in the top lane. Brimstone is going to be catching, and actually Lilia does get the shutdown onto Raylick, and Brimstone's going to try to catch her, but is not going to be able to do so. So it does end up being a 2-for-2 with a shutdown going to Trine. So that closes up the gold gap just a little. Well, it actually kind of stayed even. Alright, so meanwhile, Bailrun is going to be working on getting some more turret playing. He will at least get one more before the plates fall. Meanwhile, Miyuki's going to be working on contesting the tower, forcing Camille to retreat. We see Harv just glaring out some vision. Now Mary needs to be looking at their next play. They may be trying to eye the Rift Herald. But Camille's going to be working on trying to put some, and gets the ulti out onto Miyuki, but Miyuki's going to use her ult, gets the knockup onto Camille, but still dangerously low in health and is going to have to retreat. And Rayleigh just getting the kill from downtown. Syndra thought she was safe from the tower. Nope. Rayleigh said, no, you're not safe from me. And he's going to be able to get the kill. He's now 5-1-3. It's becoming very, very scary. Now we're seeing the hook go into Braum. Cyclone's going to be trying to put some damage on, but we do see that tension is there. The Braum comes out, does catch Rico, but not going to be really any follow-up from it. And we're seeing a teleport coming in. Cataclysm comes out, and they're working on trying to take out Barrel Rider, and Rayleigh will get that kill, and they're going to go straight for the Rift Herald. My goodness, so many things are going on. Marietta is now up by 3,000 gold. But we'll see, can they keep up the lead? Securing this Rift Herald will be huge, and I would expect them to be able to put it into the mid lane to start putting some pressure there. And actually, Cloud Drake's going to be up in about 45 seconds. So we could see the next team fight there. Looks like everyone is backing out, looking to rebuy and head straight over to that Cloud Drake. So Cloud Drake will be up in 10 seconds. Marietta is getting around there, and Trine is nowhere to be found. I mean, Caitlyn Braum did get the bot tower, but Marietta's going to go straight for this Drake, and I don't think Trine's even going to try to contest it. No, this is a free Drake for Marietta. So now Marietta's up 3 Drakes. We're going to see Rico just getting rid of a ward. And that gives him a level up. Yay! Meanwhile, Barrel Rider is going to work on finishing off this tower. And will do so. So now Yuki's going to have to fall back. He's going to use the Ornn ult to try to catch him. And does get the catch. So I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of follow-up there. And we're going to see Cataclysm coming out in the middle. As well as the depth charge. They're going to be working on to the Braum. Meanwhile, Miyuki's getting very low, and Barrel Rider's going to finish off, and Camille's going to be coming in, and that may make Marietta's Q to retreat. The Ace and Hope goes into Rico, but Rayleigh is going to get Braum down, but now they're working on trying to get Rayleigh under control. But right now, we're seeing a 2-for-2 Cyclone, and Brimstone are going to have to retreat. They are able to get Camille down, so right now it is a 4-for-3 in favor of Trine. So yeah, part of that was they got Yuki down early on. Rico was dangerously low, and yeah, and Cyclone and Rayleigh were getting a lot of kills, but it just was not enough. Actually, Cyclone's been having a little bit. I mean, he's got 9 assists, but does not have a single kill himself. And Trine is starting to work on closing the gap. They're only down by less than 1,000 gold. In fact, if we were to take a look at gold differences. So we see both Caitlyn and Camille have the highest amount of gold for Trine. Whereas for Marietta, most of the gold is on Rayleigh. Although both Brimstone and War Cyclone have a decent amount of gold as well. So it's just going to be a matter of probably better team fight coordination to be able to win those fights. And Brimstone will pop the Rift Herald. I think he was running out of time, so he had to pop it now, otherwise it wasn't going to happen at all. So that should at least get Trine's attention. And then you see if they can at least get a charge onto the tower. And they'll at least get a pretty good charge out of it. So they get some value. Meanwhile, they're going to give Miyuki a chance to split push in the bot lane, see if she can get the tower down, get caught up on CS. Because they really need her to get caught up. And now we're seeing it all. It's a huge shockwave by Rayleigh, and a Cataclysm goes out, and here comes Bullet Time for Misfortune, getting several kills. So right now it's a 2-for-2, and the Ornn is going to miss because she does get him going down. Marietta is going to have to retreat, or at least Rayleigh's going to try to get some poke down. But yeah, both top laners and junglers do fall in that matchup. But Marietta's actually going to continue their push. They're pretty good health-wise and have a minion wave to push onto the tower. Meanwhile, Braum is very low in health. Caitlyn's at about half health. So that is going to force Trine to fall back a little bit. They will secure the inner tower and they will fall back. Looks like Cyclone was going to try to take the red buff, but there is no red buff to take. So right now, towers are pretty... They're even 3 apiece. Marietta is up by about 1,500 gold, so this is still a very close matchup. One team fight could make all the difference in the world. So we see some pings going out in over by the Baron. I think Barrel Rider's just going to try to clear out some vision. Meanwhile, Cloud Drake's going to be up in 35 seconds. So I think we are going to see the next team fight there. Both Brimstone and Cyclone do back out to buy up. And I think they're going to head straight over. Cloud Drake is very heavily warded in favor of Marietta. So we're probably going to see them work their way towards there and try to secure the next Drake. Or maybe not. I mean, we're seeing Trine kind of starting to head towards over to the Baron. I don't think they would start up just yet, but maybe they're looking to for a fight and catch Marietta off guard. But Marietta's just going to rotate over to the Cloud Drake. And it's going to be a Baron versus Cloud Drake. So Marietta will secure that Cloud Drake. Meanwhile, Trine's going to go all in on this Baron. Marietta secures the Cloud Drake, but Trine is probably going to secure this Baron. And they will take it. I don't know if it was a good trade for Marietta. But we'll see. Marietta's going to be working on pushing the mid lane now that Trine does have the Baron buff. The one thing Marietta does have going for them is that double cloud buff, that extra move speed, cooldown reduction. That is going to be huge for some of the abilities that Marietta has. So we'll see how well Baron buff versus a 4 buff Cloud Drake, or 2 buff Cloud Drake plus Ocean and Mountain Drake. So we'll see if 4 Drake buffs are stand against a Baron buff. Looks like Marietta will fall back, but we may be seeing a team fight here very soon. Ace in the hole comes out and does a nice block there by Miyuki. And we're going to see Jarvan maybe looking for him, but he's going to get caught, so he's going to have to fall back. The Rain of Bullets come out, but not going to really catch anyone. So right now, from a CS perspective, both AD carries are pretty close. I mean, Caitlyn's only down by about 15, 16 CS. So the real differentials are in the mid and top players. And we're seeing some poke coming out by Trine. Meanwhile, Relic is trying to defend this bot tower. He does have teleport ready in case there is a fight in the mid lane. And we're seeing Relic actually getting the flash comes in, the Camille all comes out. Cyclone's going to take out Barrel Rider. So that's going to be huge for the Pioneers, but Trine is now going to be pushing towards the tower because that diverted Marietta's attention. But now we're seeing the Ornal come out. Death Dart comes out, and so does Bull Time. Stormblast does end up going down. Braum's ult comes in. Now they're going to be putting all damage onto Braum. Cataclysm is going to count the catch too. Brimstone will go down, but so will Braum and Lyria and Caitlyn. I don't know if I said that right again. I apologize. But that is an ace for the Pioneers. That is a Lilia. I will eventually get that name pronounced correctly. But that should be an inhibitor tower and possibly even an inhibitor for the Pioneers. But that was a huge team fight win there. Getting that early pick onto Barrel Rider. And then being able to pick off a Stormblast. So yeah, this should be a free inhibitor. But Barrel Rider is back up. So I don't think the Pioneers would try to finish the game. Yeah, so they are going to back off. But yeah, a great performance so far by the Pioneers. So we'll see, can they hold this out? Can they secure the win in this first game of this best of 3 series? Trying to work on trying to build their vision in the jungle, trying to clear any camps they can get. Because right now Marietta is up by almost 3,000 gold at about 25 half minutes in the game. That's not a huge gold difference, actually. So it's really going to come down to Marietta's carry, Cyclone and Relic, to get their CS up. They got to make sure they expand the lead. Misfortune's only up by less than 30 CS. Relic is up by over 60 CS. But we see that Barrel Rider is over by like over 100 CS difference. And we're going to see that charge coming up with the Barrel Rider just trying to stall. But Barrel Rider is going with a very tanky approach. I mean, already has the Trinity Force set up. The Misfortune is going to come into play. And unfortunately, the Ornn ult is not going to connect. But Barrel Rider is getting very low. Tries to pop the ulti, but War Cyclone is going to get the kill onto Barrel Rider. And meanwhile, we may see a fight going on here in the bot lane. Marietta's having to fall back because it's a 3v4. Cyclone's trying to get over there as soon as he can. And Teleport's going to come in from Yuki. So the cavalry is here, folks. Ace in the hole comes out. A Brimstone is going to take it like a boss. So now Mary's going to be working on trying to push the bot lane, trying to see if they can secure. I think they're still, yeah, they're trying to secure this bot lane tower. Meanwhile, Trine is still going to have to have someone in the mid lane to handle those super minions that just still keep going along the mid lane. But Marietta will secure this bottom turret. So now they're up 6 turrets to 3. So they're just going to be clearing more jungle camps. Elder Drake is up in 30 seconds. And Baron is up in 35 seconds. This could be interesting. Oh, I see what they're doing. They're trying to bait out Trine. Trine knows that Marietta's eyeing that Elder Drake. So they're going to try to see if they can catch anyone off guard. So they're just going to just wait their time. They know where Trine is. And they want to see if anyone comes by. Oh, this could be nasty. This could be... Is anyone going to take the bait? No one's going to take the bait. So Mary's going to fall in, and they're going to go straight for the... Oh, no. They're going to do it again. They're doing it again. Trine's working with the Elder Drake. They're like, huh, there's no one here. And here they go. We're going to see a team fight. We're seeing the Ornn ulti. And he gets blocked by Braum. Mariette's going to start up the Elder Drake. Trine's going to be looking to contest. The teleporter does come down. And here comes the Camille going into the back line. Ulti comes out. Bullet Time comes out, takes out the Camille and the Braum. So that's 2 down for Trine. The Elder Drake is still in play. And Trine's going to have to fall back. Mary's going to work on the Elder Drake. It's now at half health. It did regen a little bit. Caitlyn's going to try to make a play. Rico gets extremely low on health. And actually, Syndra's going to get Rico down, but Ornn's going to take down Caitlyn, and Warcycle's going to take out Syndra. So the only one that's left is Lilia. And she's going to have to fall back because she's the only one left for Trine. Marietta secures the Elder Drake. Oh my goodness! So here's the thing, folks. Marietta already had 4 buffs from the Drake. Now they get Elder buffs, so each of those buffs get buffed even more, and now they're gonna go straight for the Baron. 4 dragon buffs plus Elder Drake plus Baron equals a bad time if you're trying. So Mary's gonna go straight for that Baron, and that Baron is just melting. It's like a hot knife through butter. Already at half health. Lilia's going to be trying to see if he can do a smite steal. And flashes in, but Rayleig's like, no, not letting you take it. Marietta secures the Baron buff. And now all they gotta do is just work their way through mid and try to close out this game. 7.5k gold lead. Teleport comes out for Rayleigh. And they're going all in. I mean, they got everything buffed up. They're going to try to catch. They get the Cataclysm onto Caitlyn. The Ornn is going to also connect Bell Rider. He's going to go down. Actually, I thought it was Caitlyn, but Caitlyn does escape. But now Mary's going to go straight for that mid inhibitor. There it goes. Now they're going to be working on end the game. There was already a Nexus Tower that fell. So now Mary's going to be working on the second Nexus Tower. We see Brimstone getting extremely low in health. Another ulti comes out by Misfortune, takes out the Braum. And they're going to be catching Caitlyn, so he's going to go down. Although Rico's going to take some turret shots, does not fall. No one from Marietta has died, but you know what? About to die, it is the Nexus that's going to die, and Marietta takes game 1. All right, so congratulations to Pioneers taking game 1 there. So now we're gonna get things set up for game 2. So just give me a couple minutes as we get that set up. But we are at match point. If Marietta takes this next one, they move on to the conference finals. So don't go away. We'll be right back. right, and welcome back. So we are getting the spectator, well, not spectator, I'm sorry, the pro draft set up here. So I think we're just getting everyone into the lobby right now. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the pro draft. I do apologize that the layout isn't exactly what we want, but Trine is going to be on the blue side. Mary's going to be the red side. Part of it is trying to get the other champ select set up working properly. I'll have to work on this for the next time, but it looks like Marietta is ready. So as soon as Trine is ready, we will get pro draft underway. Yeah, so we're just waiting for it. And it looks like we have started. So Trine will be banning out the Nautilus. They did not like Rico playing that Nautilus. Mary's going to ban out the Mordekaiser. Let's see what Trine decides to go with next. Looks like they're going to be banning out the Lucian. Mary is still going to be taking out the Kled. They don't want to see that. No Oriana by Raylick. And let's see what Marietta is going to be banning next. So what it's going to be? It's going to be no Caitlyn. They did not like the Caitlyn from the last. Oh no, Ezreal. Ezreal at the last second. So now we'll see what Trine's going to go with their first pick. Will they stick with the Camille like they did last time? Or are they going to try to go with something else? They might try to lock in the Caitlyn again. And Caitlyn was pretty scary in that last game. And no, they're going to go with the Lulu instead. I'm a little surprised by that pick, but okay. And Miyuki will be able to secure the Ornn that she enjoys playing. Well, haven't locked it in yet, so we'll see if we go with the Ornn or the Malphite. She does like playing both. And they will lock in the Ornn. So now will Marietta go with their bot lane setup, because they do. That's what they did last time. They top picked their bot lane, and it looks like War Cyclone will be on that Misfortune again. Had a lot of assists early on, but really came out at the end, so that they will lock that in. So now we'll see how Trine counters. Will they go with the Caitlyn, or will they try to go with something else to counter Misfortune? So about 5 seconds to make their decision. They're going to be, looks like the Ashe. Very interesting choice here. Not as mobile, but then again, I mean, Caitlyn wasn't a huge, well, somewhat mobile, but champion. But okay, so they're going to go with the Ashe, and we'll see if they, what they go with next. So it looks like it's going to be Ashe Lulu in the bot lane, unless it's a Lulu mid, and I would be very shocked if that were a Lulu mid. It looks like they're going to go with the Volibear. And Rico will take in the Leona. So if you take away Rico's Nautilus, he's just going to bring out that Leona. He loves playing that Leona just as much as he loves playing Nautilus. So now we get to the next ban phase. It looks like Mary's going to take out the Camille. They do not want that in the top lane against Ornn. So Barrel Rider will have to pick something else. I would expect Trine's main target bans will be onto Raylick, try to limit his champion pool. But he has so many options available to him. I mean, the fact they had to use one ban on the Nautilus means that it is an additional champion that Raylick has to choose from. And it looks like they're going to ban out Jarvan. And Mary's going to take out the Lissandra. So they're focusing less on banning out Raylick and more about trying to ban out some of the rest of the Pioneers. So we'll see what their last ban is. And they're going to ban out the Diana. So that does give Raylick a couple more options. But Brimstone will go in with the Zac. He's felt pretty comfortable with the Zac. So if you take away his Jarvan, well, we got a Zac to answer that. And it looks like we're going to see an Alawi in the top lane and Galio mid. Unless... And Raylick's going with the Yone. Oh, he likes the Yone. He definitely likes that Yone. All right, we're just waiting for everyone to be ready to start up the game. As soon as we have that, so we'll get things going. Trine is ready. Is Marietta ready? I'm waiting for them to be ready. I mean, I guess the big question, chat, is, are you ready for this game? I know I am. If Marietta takes this, they move on to the conference championship next Saturday. Marietta is saying they're ready. And better make sure I have audio going here. I don't... Oh yeah, audio is still good. Okay, just making sure. Everyone said they're ready, so who's supposed to start it up? Oh, I think Yuki's supposed to start it up. Hope she knows to start it up. Yeah, so Maria's about to find out. Oh yeah, they have the lead in the lobby, so... Soon as Marietta presses the button. Push the button. And they did the thing. So here we go. Let me get... There we go. That's a little bit better-ish. The filter's not quite right here. So let me see if I can adjust this again. Alright, so we're just getting the all the bands set up here.
You don't have the heart for this.
Okay. That's a little bit better. Still got to do a little cleanup with this this UI. I have to do a bit more testing with it, but a little something we've been working on for a little while now.
Hey, you're lost. I get it.
Yeah, we'll go with it for now as they're trying to just lock in everything. Now, I will say, yeah, definitely got to work on some bugs because it still has some of the champions that were selected from the last round. So I'm going to have to figure out how to reset that. I think I know how to do it. Probably if I just did a refresh, that would have cleaned it up, but that's okay. We're going to get this all cleaned out. Maybe for, if we have a match next week, we'll be able to clean this up even a bit more. So right now, Alawi, Ornn, Vollenbear, Zac, Galio, and Yone have been picked. Now we're just waiting for the remaining bans and so forth to be selected.
Who dares defy my will?
Foolish child. Ignorant thrall.
I'm going to try to see if I can clean up this a little bit for the next time. So we're going to see the final picks being selected. So there's the Lulu, so now we just need the Leona, and there we go. We have our Champ Select set up. Now we are just waiting for the spectator delay to kick in. All right, so we're just waiting for all the loadouts. If you find anything interesting about the loadouts. So I don't see anything too out of the ordinary. I mean, granted, then again, I don't even see the summoners right now. So we just kind of have to wait for the 3-minute delay to kick in, and then we will have this match to you. So just as kind of a recap of what's been going on today, we did not have our Rocket League match earlier this morning because Ohio Northern was not aware of the match, so they did decide to forfeit. That does mean that Marietta will move on to what I believe is the 5th place matchup next Saturday. Let me see if I can confirm that. Yeah, so, and they will be playing against Trine University at 11 a.m. next Saturday. And then our Overwatch team had a very, very tough loss against Tiffin. Apparently it went 3-2. So when we ended our stream of it, Marietta was up 2-1. So Tiffin must have been able to take the last 2 games. So they were able to win. So there we move on to their upper bracket finals. Although we may still have an Overwatch match next Saturday. So we'll find out later on next week. There is at least one more Overwatch match on Monday against Muskingum. So please be sure to come back to that on Monday evening at 8 o'clock. And then as you see right now, our League of Legends team is up 1-0 against Trine. If they win this game, they will move on to the conference championship against the winner of Ohio Northern and Lords. Both of them are very good League of Legends teams. So it's going to be a very exciting matchup for them. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. So we are getting near the end of our season with the conference championships. The NACE playoffs will be starting up next week. Unfortunately, neither did our Overwatch or Rocket League teams advance to those playoffs, but overall they performed very well in the season. There's a lot of really good teams out there. So for all the latest updates of what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us on social media. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, all at Marietta Esports. So please be sure to give us that follow, so that way when things go on, you are aware of it, especially if we're trying to confirm if we have another Overwatch match next Saturday or not. So definitely be sure to do that. If you miss a match, you can go to our YouTube channel. So it's bit.ly/Marietta Esports. So if you missed any of the prior matches, you can check it out. But if you're impatient like I am, you're always welcome to throw out a free, or not a free, but throw out a sub to our Twitch channel, which gives you instant access to our VODs. Now, if you don't want to pay money for that, you can use the Prime Gaming feature. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming for free. Just link your Twitch account to your Amazon account, and you get a free sub that you can use every month to any stream that you're choosing. I did see a couple people use their Twitch Prime subs earlier today, so thank you so much for those Twitch Prime subs. Every little bit does help with supporting our esports program. Now we are, as we see, we're trying to get the load into the game here, so we should be joining here any second now, as it says the game is in progress. So let me get a couple things here set up and get the audio going. Apparently I muted the wrong audio, so hold on 1 second here as I try to figure out where's my audio, because it'd be good for you to hear the game. There we go. So let's get this going. Marietta College versus Trine University. Trine is on the blue side, Marietta is on the red side, and it looks like Trine may be looking for yeah, it looks like they may be looking for a possible invade or a pick. So they're all kind of hovering around the dragon pit.
Seconds until minions spawn.
And it doesn't look like Marietta's going to fall for anything, so we do see tension falling back. Galley's going to be moving towards the mid lane, but I think they were anticipating maybe a possible invade by Marietta, and they were going to counter invade, and Marietta decided not to do that. It looks like everyone will converge. Brimstone will start with the red buff. Volibear is just going to solo that red buff like it's no big deal. So it's still very early on, so we'll have to see what the matchups are like, but I would anticipate something similar from the last game. So the pressure is really going to be Barrel Rider to try to get ahead very early on. And it's definitely going to have a lot of harassment with those kind of tentacles that come out and can really put some pressure onto Miyuki. But we do see Miyuki working on trying to put some pressure herself. So great trading there between Raylick and Stormblessed. And we are seeing that Rico and Cyclone are getting pushed up into their lane. But they'll be working on pushing their way back out. Miyuki's just going to go over and just take out some of those tentacles whenever possible. Yeah, Ally is a very difficult champion to play around, especially if you're not familiar with to be able to take the soul and doing some damage that way. And with Miyuki, with Ornn not being as a mobile champion as some of the others, it's really going to put a lot of pressure on her, maybe possibly force her to zone out a little bit. A great charge there to knock up Alawi. But still, we see those tentacles putting a lot of damage onto her. Once again, putting a lot of harassment on her that's going to force her to zone out. She already is very low in CS, and we're going to see an early gank attempt. But we're going to see Brimstone come in and try to do with the counter gank, forcing the Galio to flash away. And actually, Volibear had to flash away too, so they got a double flash, and neither Brimstone nor Rayleigh had to burn theirs. So a very good summoner trade there in favor of Marietta. So now we're seeing Rico trying to get onto Harp. Harp has to flash away. And Misfortune will also get a flash in to try to get some damage onto. Lulu is going to have to retreat. Does not burn it. His flash though. Meanwhile, Raylick is just going to be putting the pressure onto the mid lane. Brimstone's not too far behind if anything happens there. Alawi's going to have to burn the teleports to get back into lane and continue pushing. Trying to deny Miyuki any chance of gaining CS. already up by 30 CS 5 minutes into the game. So that's a huge CS difference. And that could play a role later on if this Alawi gets super tanky. It just seems like every time one of those tentacles comes up, Alawi's just able to spawn another one very easily, trying to distance it away, but it's just not going to be effective. And we just see another tentacle being spawned, forcing Yuki to address it and zoning her out of the other CS. Meanwhile, we see in the bot lane, CS is dead even between Misfortune and Ashe. And we're seeing a charge going in. Yuki's going to go down though. First blood will go to Barrel Rider. Even tries to flash away and just not able to get away in time. So that's going to put Yuki at a huge disadvantage. Probably need to burn her teleport just to get back in the lane quickly. You know, we're seeing Yone trying to put some damage onto Galio, putting pressure, but right now, mid lane and bot lane are pretty even on CS. This is exactly what Trine wants to happen. They want the top lane to be able to get an early lead, keep even the other lanes, and that's going to help them with winning this game. And Trine was able to secure the Drake, and we're going to see another gank attempt, but nothing's going to happen there. Great Lakes is trying to get some damage both onto, and uses the Ignite, and actually takes out Volibear. So Great there with the 2v1, getting the kill with the Yone. I know Yone is a very powerful assassin, and we're seeing why. And we're going to see Zach looks like going to be trying to get in and to get a slow onto Galio. He's going to get the knockup. I don't think there's going to be enough to get the kill though, but at least get some CS down to put a little bit of pressure in that mid lane. And it looks like there's going to be a call for a lane swap. Cyclone and Rico are going to be heading towards the top lane to try to see if they can get an answer onto Barrel Rider. And looks like we're going to see a counter lane swap going for Trine's lanes as well. This is exactly what Marietta did in game 1, and it seems like Trine is going to try to replicate it. Yeah, so to say if Marietta's going to lane swap, we're going to lane swap, because Barrel Rider wants that matchup against Muki, does not want that matchup against Cyclone. Cyclone's going to be trying to put some pressure on. They're going to attack the lane swap. They're trying to get that priority to get the Rift Herald. And Marietta will start up that Rift Herald, and they should be able to secure it without any problems at all. Yuki's trying to put a little bit of harass on the Barrel Rider, but you have to realize already down over 60 CS, it's going to be really difficult to put up a fight, especially when you don't have a whole lot of itemization. I mean, we do see that she has the Bomby Cinder, which will help at least a little bit put some damage onto the minions, but it's not going to necessarily be a whole lot. I mean, we're even seeing that Ornn has to be zoned out of the tower, which is quite surprising. You know, we may be seeing a gank into the top lane. Zach's going to be jumping in. Maybe there he goes. Gets the knockup. And the ulti comes out. Not going to connect with anyone. And actually, Lulu uses the ulti on herself to survive the ult. Brimstone's passive is going to kick in. Superhero lane is going to be landing, but not going to connect with anyone. And now they're going to be chasing the rest of the Pioneers. But here comes Rayla looking to try to get some damage onto Lulu. Does connect. Zach's going to fall, though. So it's a 1-for-1 trade in the top lane. And we're seeing that just a lot of harassment by Alawi, forcing her to go all the way to her inner tower, and was still able to take her down. Barrel Rider is going to be a huge threat for the Pioneers later on if there is no answer to it. And now we're seeing the ulti come out by Volibear, and they're able to take out both Cyclone and Rico, and that's going to be some more turret playing. And right now, Trine has a 4,000 gold, almost a 4,000 gold lead 11 minutes into the game. That is a huge goal differential. And I know that the big part of that is going to be the gold differential in that top lane. I mean, we're seeing that Alawi alone has over 3,400 gold more than Miyuki. That's practically a full item difference right there. So we're going to see the lane swap occurring. And Cloud Drake's going to be up in about 5 seconds. So we do see that lane swap so they can try to get control of the Cloud Drake. So, I mean, the one advantage that Marietta has is the fact that while Alawi is substantially ahead over Miyuki, the rest of the Pioneers are doing pretty well. Yone's ahead on CS for the Galio. However, Ashe is doing better than Cyclone right now. But I do expect to see possible contention here. But although Alawi just burned the teleport to get back in the top lane, Yuki's teleport is about to come up. So Marietta's going to be able to work on this dragon, and Alawi's not going to be able to go into contest, but Yuki can if needed to. The Ashe arrow comes out, does not connect, and yeah, a bunch of ults going out left and right. Marietta's trying to work on getting some kills. We're going to see the knockup by Brimstone. Ashe is going to fall, and so will Galio, so that's a 2-for-0. So Marietta should be able to secure this Cloud Drake. So Marietta will secure the Drake, and we will see that it'll be Mountain Drakes for the rest of this map. So getting that Cloud Drake and those 2 kills will help. Brimstone will pop the Rift Herald in the mid lane. He'll be looking to try to put some pressure onto that mid tower. You know, Brimstone's looking to put some damage onto the Galio. The Ornal does come out and catch Barrel Rider, and looks like they're going to be going all in, but they're just, he's already super tanky. Raylick has to retreat. Cyclone's going to try to get the shutdown, and it is successful. Actually, Raylick's going to get the shutdown, not Cyclone. So that's going to give Raylick a good amount of gold. He's already at 4-0-0. Phantom Dancer is already complete for him. So I think it's going to be up to Raylick to try to help be able to circumvent this, circumvent the Alawi here, if they're going to be able to stay in the game. Because right now they're still down about 3,500 gold, and Trine's going to get their second tower. So now they're up by over 4,000 gold again with that second tower. So Marietta needs to be able to look into pushing lanes to get those towers under control. So see that Cyclone and Rico are going to be rotating to the mid lane, see if they can put some pressure there and open up the map. But it looks like several from Trine are getting into position. We could have seen a possible gank them. Raylick is hiding in the bushes, and Zach's going to get spotted out. So Trine knows that Marietta is in the area, and they may be looking to get a push into mid lane. Raylick's going to be starting to put in position, And now it looks like maybe going for a 4-man dive into the mid lane. Superhero lane's going to fall and connect with several people. But damage is going left and right. Marietta's very low in health. Bullet time comes out, but it's going to get stunned in the process. And now we're going to see the Volley Barrel come out and take out Rico. Brimstone's passive is going to proc. Well, the Warsign is going to get one down, but he's going to try to get two. He actually gets 3 down before he falls, and Brimstone's going to try to finish off the Lulu. And he's going to try... He's getting poked down. His passive isn't proc, so he's going to have to retreat. So it's going to end up a 3v3. Although all those kills went to Cyclone and Rayleigh. In fact, actually, Rayleigh was able to get a triple kill with that. So that's going to put him back into the game and try to get some items. Yeah, so although it was a 3v3, getting our carries those kills is exactly what they need if they're going to try to come back and win this game. Because right now, Trine is still extending their lead over 5,000 gold. Marietta has to look for a good fight to be able to come back. And Volibear is trying to chase down Brimstone. Not going to catch him, though. And Alawi's going to steal Marietta's blue buff. Trying to catch the Zac. And it's just possible that Alawi's just too far ahead. Yuki's having to burn her flash just to get away. And so is Rico to get away from Volibear. And we're going to see Galio doing the taunt. Try to get into position. Although they're going to go all in. Bullet time comes out again. Does connect with the Ashe. So it is a 1-for-0 with several ults and flashes being burned. Yorn ult is going to come in. Is it going to connect? It is going to get a knock-up onto Barrel Rider. And he will fall. So that's exactly what Marietta needs, is just to try to keep him checked, try to take him out of the game as much as possible. Mountain Drake is up in 20 seconds, so Marietta's going to go straight for that. With Barrel Rider out for another 26 seconds, this is going to be the green light for Marietta to go for it. Meanwhile, Trine's going to go and take the Rift Herald because they know that Marietta committed to that bot lane. So they will succeed in the Rift Herald, but Marietta will secure the Mountain Drake. At least they should. It just spawned. Taking a little bit of time to get it down, but I don't think Trine is going to contest this. So there we go. They do get the... they will secure the Mountain Drake here. So right now, 18 minutes of the game, Trine is still up by a considerable amount of gold. Almost 4,000. So Marietta is starting to close the gap. They are ahead on kills, but the big thing is that CS difference, especially with Alawi being up by over 140 CS over Muki. So that is where the big threat is. It's going to be super tanky. It's going to be really hard to keep her in check. But we do see Yon going in, already has Infinity Edge in play at 5-1 and 4. We're seeing a pretty well ahead of CS, and even Cyclone's ahead on CS compared to Ashe. So they can still do this. I mean, this is not over by any means. But I mean, we do see that not Yon, but Alawi has over 9,000 gold, more than anyone else even remotely close on Trine's team. Obviously trying to put some pressure onto the mid tower. They are going to summon the Rift Herald, and that's probably enough to secure this tower. Unless they're able to burn down the Rift Herald, they're going to concede it because they know it's going to go down after one charge. There it goes. Now they're going to try to take it down to make sure it doesn't get a second charge in. And we're going to see an all-in onto... Looks like the Alawi ults are just going up and right everywhere. Alawi's getting a double kill with the tentacles. Possibly a triple kill. And that Alawi finally goes down after taking out 3 of the Pioneers. That is not what you want to see. And that's going to be an inhibitor tower and probably even an inhibitor. But yeah, this is exactly what happened early on the season when Marietta played against Trine. Barrel Rider was extremely ahead in the lane and was just able to carry the rest of Trine, basically 1v5ing the team. So now they're going to be eyeing. I'd be very surprised if they were going to eye the Baron so early on, but maybe at least try to get some vision down there. So we're now about a little over 21 minutes in the game, and Trine is still up by a little over 6.5k gold. It's a very substantial lead, and a lot of it has to do with Barrel Rider being able to carry the team. Marietta's gonna have to look for the right picks if they want to get back into it. Meanwhile, Trine's gonna be working on building up their vision. Like Marietta's blue jungle is completely warded by Trine. They have complete control over it, and Marietta's gonna have to fall back. So they will be converging in the mid lane, trying to retake a little bit of the jungle, but Alawi's going to be coming in, maybe looking to catch Brimstone, and he's going to be jumping in, I think, trying to catch Galio, maybe, and he's going to decide not to at the last second. Meanwhile, Barrel Rider is just going to be putting some damage onto Muki, forcing her to retreat, and Trine's looking for a pick. Brimstone's going to leap over, Mountain Drake's up in a couple seconds, and they're going to go right into Rico. Ornal is going to be coming out, see if they connect it. It does knock up the Galio, but there's not really going to be a whole lot of follow-up with it. And with one for the Pioneers down, Trine's going to go straight for this Mountain Drake. Oops. So with that, each side will have one Mountain Drake apiece. Trine is still looking to extending their lead by almost 7,000 gold. Actually, now it is 7,000 gold.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So seeing a lot of pinks coming out. Trine is looking to make a push. Although they might have caught Raylick, and he's going to try to get away, but he's going to get picked off. And that's going to be the signal to go for straight for Baron for Trine. And we're going to see the Ornn ulti come out. It's going to catch Barrel Rider, and they will get the shutdown on him. But it's going to be too little too late to get the Baron. Bullet time comes out, but Trine will secure the Baron. Marietta's going to be looking to try to follow and chase him down. Brimstone's going to be leaping over to see if he catches anyone, but not going to get anyone, unfortunately. It was a good effort to try to steal the Baron. It just wasn't enough. Trine still has a substantial lead, practically a 7,000 gold lead. I'm not going to say that Marietta is out of this yet, but it's going to be very tough. They're going to have to play smart. They're going to have to make sure they don't get picked off. And they're going to have to keep Barrel Rider in check. Because technically, if you take out, I'm just out of curiosity, if we take out the gold difference between Alawi and Yuki, we're seeing that 7,000 gold difference right there. But in every other lane, if you look, Rayleigh is ahead of Galio. Brimstone is slightly behind from Fallen Bear. Cyclone is ahead from Ashe. Now Lulu's slightly ahead of Leona. So if you factor out that gold difference with Barrel Rider, Marietta can win this. So it's really going to come down to, can they take out Barrel Rider? If they can do that, they can win these fights. But if Barrel Rider was just able to do whatever he wants to do, then we will be going to a game 3. Meanwhile, Trine is working to push their way through. They have wards and bow jungles all over control. And now they're working on trying to get onto Harv. And Brimstone is going to get extremely low. Starts using the bounce. Bullet time does come out and does catch Galio. And most of Trine's very low, but Rayleigh's going to go down. Rico's trying to get something. And then Cyclone's going to get the shutdown. And a nice triple kill by Cyclone. So that's exactly what they need to kind of get back into this goal difference. But we do see Barrel Rider just kind of split pushing top lane. Brimstone's going to try to catch the Lulu. And gets the slow in. Brimstone's going to try to catch her slower. And we'll get the shutdown in. Yuki and Rico are going to try to at least contest Barrel Rider up top. But I don't think they're going to be able to do too much. Mountain Drake is up, so Cyclone and Brimstone will be working on that, and they should be able to take it. And there you have it, they do take it. So Marietta will need that to try to close this gap, but it's still a substantial gold difference. The Ornn ult's going to come out, and it will... And a nice flash there by Barrel Rider to dodge the Ornn ulti. But they are looking to try to chase him down. And does get the stun in and another knockup. And they're going to go all in on just trying to get Barrel Rider out of the game. They're going to say, get out of here. He's out of there. Ashe Arrow comes out. And not a whole lot of follow through with it. Meanwhile, the rest of Trine's going to be working on trying to contest the mid lane. Marietta's going to rotate around to stop that defense because there is that exposed inhibitor. So now Trine will rotate around towards the bot lane, it looks like. Oh, never mind. They're going to go back to mid lane. This Mountain Drake has been secured. So Marietta is clawing their way back, trying to cut down the goal lead by 5,000. So they're slowly working their way back. We're seeing that Cyclone and Rayleigh are almost at a full item build. almost. I think they both just need like one more thing, and then they'll have everything that they need. But we're seeing that Alawi already has everything he needs. But Marietta, once again, has to find ways to keep Alawi in check. Baron's going to be up in 55 seconds. So I think we're going to see the next team fight at that Baron. And with already 30 minutes into the game, whoever wins that fight could end up winning winning this map. So it looks like we'll see Relic and Cyclone going back. So they have some gold to buy some things. But now Trine will be looking to push up. Baron's going to be up in just a few seconds. And it's heavily warded by Trine. Marietta's going to have to get the right pick if they want to be able to catch the Baron. The Ornn ulti is going to come out. And is it going to catch anyone? It is going to catch the Alawi. They're going to put everything into this. We'll be using that stopwatch, but it's just going to delay the inevitable. War Cyclone gets the pick onto Alawi, but the rest of the Pioneers are extremely low on health. Well, at least some of them are. I guess it's just Brimstone. But he'll regen right back up. But now they're going to be looking to kind of get a pick onto Brimstone. And they're going to be charging in. Here comes the ult with the superhero landing. And we're going to see a 2-for-1 right now. 2-for-2, 3-for-2. Ash with a triple kill. Although Yone's going to double kill himself, get the shutdown and a triple kill himself. And that's actually an ace for the Pioneers. What the heck just happened? Trine was winning that fight and then Relic was just like, no, he just turns on God mode. And Relic and Cyclone are going to go straight for the Baron by themselves. What is this insanity? And they're going to be able to secure it. We see teleport coming out by the Alawi. And oh my goodness, Alawi steals the Baron from War Cyclone and Relic. But they will take him out. Wow. That was a huge play there by Barrel Rider. Teleporting in, stealing the Baron. Although I'm not so sure if Magic Griffin was up in time to get that Baron. Let me check here. No, was not able to get the Baron. So yeah, Barrel Rider had it for a little bit, but was taken down, so no one gets the Baron buff. Mountain Drake's gonna be up in 25 seconds, and we're already seeing Marietta head over there. If anything, that does give some extra gold though for Trine for stealing that Baron away. And I'll say they're going to be looking for a fight. They're trying to ping it in. They're going to be pulling in Galio. Ornn ulti's going to come out, try to catch everyone. The Stalwart comes out for Stormblast, but he's going to drop. Brimstone does get that kill. And Marietta may be looking for more. At least they're... Yone is... Yeah. Relic is trying to get everything away. The Astro is going to come out. It's actually going to connect with someone. I can't tell who it was. It's going to connect with Rico. And we're going to see... that Marietta secures the Drake, and they're going to take out Volibear, and now they're going to be working on... And Lulu gets the shutdown onto Relic, so it's a 2-for-1 plus Dragon in favor of Marietta. And they're probably going to need to fall back. This game is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Marietta is still down by 5,000 gold. But they are winning these fights just ever so slowly. And this may be a game that could go another 20 minutes. Although Trine is looking to push onto this inhibitor right now. We're seeing Brimstone trying to get the knock up. He's going to be super buffed. But he's already getting very low. His passive is going to pop. And we're seeing Rico trying to put some damage on it. But Barrel Riders is going to be wailing everything. And Lulu is going to get the pick onto Leona. And the inhibitor is going to go down for Marietta. And that's going to not really force Trine to fall back, but they're going to go ahead and fall back, knowing that Relic's going to be up in a couple seconds. Yeah, so the thing there is we are seeing, though, that gold difference that Alawi had is starting to wane. Because Alawi is 6-7-1. Cyclone is 13-2-10. So if they can protect the Cyclone, Orin Alti's going to be coming in, catches 3 people for trying, gets the shutdown. Cyclone's going to get some damage onto Galio. Barrel Rider's just taking damage, just taking it, using the tentacles to try to take out the Pioneers. But Rayleig's going to get the shutdown, but he's going to go down himself. So it's a 3-for-1 in favor of the Pioneers. And it's things like that. Now the gold lead is only about a 4,000 gold difference. Marietta is slowly working their way back into this game. They're not out of the woods yet, but we are seeing that. If we take a look at some of the gold amounts here, Cyclone has way more gold than Barrel Rider now. Rayleigh is very close to surpassing the amount of gold that Barrel Rider has. So we're getting to this late game here where Rayleigh and Cyclone are really going to be kicking in. I know we mentioned before, they are challenger level players. They are used to this type of thing where you are down and you work your way back up and they secure another tower, although it's only their 3rd tower in this entire game. So there's some free gold available for the Pioneers if they're able to kind of rotate around and take those towers. Meanwhile, Trine's going to be working their way through the mid lane, letting the super minions try to push for them. Marionette's going to rotate around and see if they catch them off guard. Although there is going to be a ward there that will spot their location. So I think they're going to at least get some vision around Baron because it is going to be up in about 1.5 minutes. So that would probably be the next point of contention. But now we see Marietta close the gold lead again. Now they're down only by 3,000 gold. They went from a 7,000 gold difference to being down by only 3,000. And we may be seeing another trap here. This time it's going to be placed by Trine. It's going to catch Brimstone, although Bullet Time is going to be coming out, forcing Trine to back off a little bit. Brimstone does not go down. But we're going to see Volibear's at half health. So that was a good try there by trying to see if they could pick off one of the Pioneers, and they were not able to do so. But we're seeing they're going to try to catch Cyclone. He does get stunned, but he's going to break out of that. Orin Ulti's going to come in. It's going to catch Barrel Rider, but he's just way too tanky right now. So we see Mary's going to be working their way to push back up. And they're going to try to catch Galio. We see the bounce coming in for Brimstone. Going to try to catch Harp. Guardian's Angel is going to proc. And a nice knock up there by Brimstone. But yeah, damage is going left and right and no one's fallen yet. Except now Brimstone has, and so has Leona. So that's 2 down for the Pioneers. Superhero Land is going to fall for Galio. Bullet Time's going to come out. Right now it's a 2-for-2 though. It was War Cyclone getting a double kill. So these are going evenly. Yeah, these trades are just going very even. Meanwhile, Cyclone and Rayleigh are just be clearing vision and tentacles. Yeah, we're already getting to about 39 minutes into this game. Marietta is slowly closing the gap again. Almost now it's about a 2.5k gold difference. And we are seeing that the next Drake is going to be coming up. Actually, the Elder Drake's going to be about 20 seconds. And Marietta's inhibitor is about to respawn. Now we're seeing Bell Rider looking to try to get a con. And another Orin ult's going to be coming in. Does not catch Bell Rider. He's going to flash away. And Marietta is going to retreat. So that is an ult. Actually, a couple ults. Rayleigh burned his ult too to take out Barrel Rider and was not successful. They're going to try to start up the Elder Drake. But now it looks like they may be turning onto Trine because Trine's looking for a fight. Marietta's going to have to pull back. Oh, never mind. They're going to go straight back onto this Elder Drake. Getting onto Bell Riders at half health. Gets the knockup on going everything they can onto him. Although he's going to take down Ornn. But Brimstone's going to get the shutdown onto the Alawi. Galley's going to go down, but Leona's going to go down for Marietta. So right now it's a 3v3. Brimstone extremely low. I think his passive has been popped. And now we're going to see just damage going left and right. The ulti comes out for someone. I think it was... I'm losing track of what's going on here. Shutdowns are going. Cyclone's the only one that's left. And Ashe is going to try to catch Misfortune. But it is a 4v3 in favor of Trine. I was thinking Volibear earlier when he popped the ult and be able to whale out some damage on him. So will Harv and Magic Griffin try to start up the Elder Drake? They're just clear vision, but now they're going to start up the Elder Drake. Cyclone may be looking to try to come in. He may be looking to try to pick off Lulu. He's going to get picked out or pointed out. And the teleport's going to come in. And Ornn's going to pop the ulti again to try to catch Lulu. No, it's going to catch Harv. Caution pings are coming out. They might have overextended. The rest of Trine's coming in. They're popping teleports themselves to flank from behind. Miyuki's going to get picked off. I think they got a little too greedy and going to have to retreat. And the Ashe arrow does get the shutdown onto Cyclone. This is going to be a secured Elder Drake for Trine. Death timers are already at a minute. So now they're going to go straight for Baron. And it's going to be hard for Marietta to contest this, although they're going to try. If Trine gets this Baron, that's probably going to be it for this game. And we'll go to a game 3. Yeah, there's nothing much Marietta can do. Cyclone and Miyuki have not respawned yet, so they will get the Baron. So now they have Baron and Elder Drake. And they've extended their lead again by 7,000 gold. So they're back to where they were about 20 minutes ago in terms of the gold lead. So it looks like Trine will be rotating around. And Trine's going to be looking to try to close out the game with Baron buff and Infernal Drake. They do take the tower. They are going to take the inhibitor, and they're going to try to close this out right now. Oh, they're going to back off for a second there. The Ornn ulti's going to come in and try to catch Barrel Rider. Does catch him. And he will go down. But now the rest of Trine is in. Volibear's going to pop his ulti and get into the back lines. Leona's going to go down. And so is War Cyclone. And so is... all that's left is Relic. And that is probably going to be it. So we do see that Trine will secure the game. So now we are at a game apiece. So that means the next game will decide the winner. And I think they're already getting pro draft set up for game 3. So let me try to get in here real quickly. Let me see if I can find the all the game information here. Yeah, so we should be getting the next game to you very, very soon here once we got... okay, so we're getting the spectator draft right now. So we will not go to break. Instead, let me go ahead and just swap over to Pro Draft as we are getting everything set up in the lobby here. Looks like Marietta is going to be on blue side this time. And as we're getting set up, I think I have to take a real quick phone call. So I'm going to mute myself real quickly, and I'm going to leave this up so that way when Pro Draft is starting up, you will be able to see it. So I will be right back. All right, sorry about that. I take a quick phone call there, but I want to make sure Pro Draft was still up so you can see it. And we're already seeing bans come out. Marietta's banning out the Alawi, saw that as seen as a big threat there from the last game. And we're gonna see also them banning Mordekaiser and Ezreal. Trine's banning out Lucian and Nautilus again. They still didn't like Nautilus from game 1. They don't want to see it in game 2. So now they're gonna also ban out the Orianna. They did not like Relic playing that in game 1 as well. Marietta still going to go with the Ornn. They still feel pretty confident with it, even though they struggled against the Alawi. But I think it was more with the Alawi matchup rather than the Ornn. So they will be going with that as a prior pick just to make sure Trine can't take it away from Yuki. So now we'll see what Trine's going to be prioritizing here. I mean, looks like they're going to stick with the Lulu. They had a pretty good run with the Lulu in the last game. So I can't say I'm surprised there. Now we're going to see what Trine's going to pick next. And it looks like they're going to go with the Malphite to counter the Ornn instead. So no Camille, no Alali, but this time they're going to use the Malphite against Ornn. Yuki does have a pretty good understanding of Ornn, but Mary's got to watch out because Malphite has a really good knock-up ulti that can disrupt the Pioneers if they're grouped up. So they're still going to have to respect Barrow Rider in this game 3. So now we'll see what Marietta's going to go with for their next pick. And going to be going with the Ashe this time. So maybe looking for some more initiation with the arrow. Instead of using the movement from Misfortune. So now will Marietta go with their support next? That's what they've been doing historically, is trying to go and pair up their support. So maybe with the Leona, or maybe going with something else. And they will lock in, looks like lock in the Leona. So now we'll see how Trine will counter that, knowing that they're going to be going up against an Ashe. I'm actually surprised no one's picked the Samira. I mean, she's still pretty good, even though she got nerfed not too long ago. And no, they're going to go with the Kai'Sa instead. So a very interesting choice there. Now we'll see what the final bans are going to be. I mean, this is a winner-take-all match. Win and you move on, lose and you go home. Trine's going to be banning out Yone. They do not want Relic playing the Yone. And Marion did not like the Galio from game 2 either. So now let's see what Trine bans here. I would expect him to ban the Diana. Relic loves Diana. If they have Diana, keep Diana up for him, he's definitely going to lock it in. But we'll see. They might go with something else, but if I were Trine, I would ban the Diana. That's just me. And no, they're going to ban the Syndra. So Raylan can play the Diana if he wants to. Going to take out the Lissandra from Trine. Unless they plan on trying to take Diana themselves. I'd be very surprised if they take Diana right now. So they still got a few seconds left for their pick. And they're going to go with Hecarim. Very interesting choice here. Hecarim is one of those where it can be hard to play around with if you don't know how to play around it. So that's going to be an interesting challenge for the Pioneers. I don't think they're used to going up against a Hecarim. Now we see Brimstone's going to be able to get his Jarvan back. It was not banned in this game. Now, will we see the Diana from Rayleigh? That's the big question. Or is he going to try something else? Will we see that Diana? There's a few seconds left. And no. Oh, is he gonna go with Echo? Is he gonna go with Echo? He's locked in the Echo. It's not Diana, but it's also a very popular champion for Relic. So this is gonna get very interesting. How is Trine going to counter that, knowing that's an Echo mid? They're gonna go with a Vladimir to counter that. Very interesting choice. Okay, I think now we're just waiting for everyone to... Not everyone's in the lobby yet. Why is... Yuki's in Brimstone Relic. Where is Cyclone? Cyclone is not in the lobby yet. Okay, there's Cyclone. Okay. Oh, he was on the other team. What was he doing on the other team in the lobby? Okay, so I think everyone is saying that they're ready. Yeah. Yeah, so Mary's gonna start it up again. And I'm gonna try one thing here real quick. There we go, let's press that. And then... Okay, that looks
Life is too
a little okay. Still, the dimensions are not quite right. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. Just seems like...
You have the heart of this.
I know what's going on here, but need to... There we go, that looks better. Yeah, it looks like I need to adjust my overlay a little bit here. It's just not quite centered, but that's all right. We'll get that taken care of here.
You're lost. I get it.
Just gonna wait for the remaining bands here. So there's Muki with the Ornn. There's the Malphite. There's the Hecarim. There's the Jarvan. There's the Echo. There's the Vladimir. I don't know why we're waiting for the other bands. Okay, there's the Yone. Maybe they're just looking for a Yone. Now we're gonna see the Galio with his band. I don't know why we're waiting for the bands here. There's the Syndra.
understand. Foolish child.
There's the Lissandra band. There's the Kaiser pick. Now we should see the Ashe and the Leona. Not too sure why I hasn't locked in the Ashe yet. There it is. Now there's the Leona, followed by the Lulu. And there you have it. Now we're just waiting for load screens or the loadouts to be set up and get everything underway for this last game. Let me tell you, we've had some really long matchups today. We start off with the forfeits by Ohio Northern because they were not aware about the match today in Rocket League, followed by a 3-2 loss for our Overwatch team against Trine University, and many of those actually went into overtime. And technically there was a draw, so they actually played 6 maps. So it was a very back and forth matchup there. And now we're going to go to a game 3 with Marietta versus Trine, where that second game went at least over 40 minutes. I don't remember the exact time, but I'm pretty sure it was an over 40 minutes game. So we could see another possible 40-minute game here, unless Marietta is able to win the early game. So it's going to come down to, can they keep Barrel Rider in check? So they weren't able to do that in the early game. Barrel Rider was able to get a very, very early lead. And despite the fact that Cyclone and Relic were able to get ahead in the late game, Barrel Rider was just too strong and was able to take out the Pioneers one by one. So we'll see if they can do a better job of keeping Barrel Rider in check. If they can do that, I think they can take the series. But we will find out in a few minutes here, as we're just waiting for the spectator delay to kick in. While we're waiting, just as a couple announcements and reminders, so today is not going to be the last day for esports at Marietta College. So we will have a match on Monday. Our Overwatch team will be playing against Muskingum University. It is a rematch from earlier in the season. We were supposed to play Muskingum yesterday as part of the NACE competition, but Muskingum was not prepared for it. Or I think part of it, to be fair, most people were not expecting a NACE match on Fridays. They've been like on Mondays and Thursdays. So Muskingum had the forfeit, but they still want to play, and we still want to play. So we're going to have our match on Monday, even though there really isn't anything at stake. We just want to play, and we want you to be able to watch it. So please be sure to come back on Monday, 8 o'clock. And then next week, we know for sure that our Rocket League team will be playing in the upper constellation bracket finals for the GLEC. It's not the conference championship, but I think it's the fight for 5th place. So that'll be 11 a.m. And then I think we're gonna have a meeting early next week to figure out if we're gonna do like 3rd and 7th place matches as well. So if that does happen, our Overwatch team will have another match next week, but we'll see. And then depending on how today goes, our League of Legends team may have one more match next week. So if they win today or win this game right here, they will move on to the conference championship. And I should mention, I don't think we mentioned it earlier today, with this semifinal match, Marietta is the 4th seed and Trine is the 1st seed. So right now in the ranked season play, Trine actually did the best. So if Marietta can take this, that would be huge to be able to compete for that conference championship, where they would play against the winner of Ohio Northern and Lords. I'm just curious. I don't know if the results for that matchup are in yet. Let's see here. I'm going to try to refresh a couple things. And it looks like Lords was able to 2-0 Ohio Northern. So if Marietta wins this game right here, they will play against Lords in the conference championship. And we're seeing, well, at least you're hearing that the game is getting started up. I'm getting the overlay here. Good to go. So to make sure everything is set up here properly. And there we go. So game 3, Marietta College versus Trine University. Winner take all. And we're seeing some very interesting decisions in this early game. Marietta is doing an invade in the top lane. Meanwhile, Trine is doing not really an invade, but looking for a counter invade in the bottom lane. They're looking for Barrel Rider. They are waiting for him. And this could be interesting. They're going to go into that brush. Oh my goodness. They're going to try to steal the red buff. They're rotating around, and I don't think Barrel Rider saw them. No pinks are coming out. They're just rotating here. And they're going to rotate down to see if they catch anyone. And they're not going to catch anyone, so they take a lap around. I'm surprised no wards. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, they better put a ward down if they're going to do that invade in the top lane. They don't catch Barrel Rider, but they do get the red buff warded. So they'll at least know exactly where Trine will be starting, but looks like Trine will be starting on the blue buff this time. And things are still coming out. They have not spotted Barrel Rider yet. Well, no, they think that he's up there. So we're already seeing the Marietta's bot lane hitting level 2 faster. Yeah, we're seeing Malphite with that poke. Although Echo's going to be looking to get some damage onto Vladimir. But Brimstone may be looking for an early gank. He's going to get the knockup, and Vladimir will have to pull away. Yuki may be looking to try to get some trade, but definitely needs to try to stay ahead on CS. One of the problems that she had last game was just getting really, really behind on CS, and they allow you basically zone her out for a lot of it. So not only was she behind in CS, but behind in levels. So we'll see if this is a more favorable matchup for Yuki. Meanwhile, Brimstone will just go ahead and take that Scuttle Crab in the bot river. That extra vision is always nice. Now we see Rayleigh going after Vladimir, having to pull away again. And I think that's just going to be the answer to the Echo. Anytime Echo tries to jump in, just pull away. Now we're see another knockup that has to flash away, and Rayleigh is going to get that first blood. That's the start that Rayleigh needs if Marietta wants to go to the conference championship. Meanwhile, actually, Miyuki is holding her own CS-wise now, 17 each. So I think we're seeing some confidence getting built in there, being able to hold up against the Malphite. So Marietta has a very small lead, about a 500 gold lead, but still really early to determine who has a significant lead in this game. But yeah, if Yuki can hold her own against Barrel Rider in the laning phase, Marietta's got a shot at winning this. But she just cannot let Barrel Rider get far ahead like last time. And I think she can do it. If you guys have faith, let's get that support in the chat. Let's show Miyuki that we want to see her do well. We want to see our entire team do well. So let's get that hype going here. This is the last game. Winner goes to the conference championship. We do see the Hector's getting spotted out, and Rayleigh is working on trying to catch him. He's going to run away. And Marietta may be eyeing the Ocean Drake here. They are going to start it up. And I don't think Trine's going to be able to contest it. Yeah, they're not even going to bother with it. Cyclone's going to zone out just to make sure no one is there. Actually put a ward over by the blue buff, but Marietta does secure the Ocean Drake. Mountain Drake will be up in 5 minutes. So right now, a little over 6 minutes in the game. Although we do see Malphite is getting a substantial lead over Mewtwo once again. I'm not so sure exactly what happened there. But yeah, Barrel Rider is now over 20 CS ahead. And they were tied at 17 for a minute there. So maybe it was just a back out and come back in. But that is going to help try and close that gap that they had earlier. And we are seeing Raylix at level 7, one level ahead from Stormblessed. And Cyclone and Rico should be hitting level 6 soon. Now we're seeing Malphite working on the harassing Ornn, but Yuki's going to be working on putting some damage herself. And we do see some pings coming out. Looks like we're going to see that lane swap. And maybe looking at a gank attempt onto Barrel Rider. He is going to get spotted. Meanwhile, Stormblast is going to pull away. The Brimstone is going to be working on putting some damage onto Malphite. He's going to try to dash away. And he will retreat. Meanwhile, that is going to give Harv and Magic Griffin a chance to get some plating on the bottom turret. And now Trine's going to be working on trying to match the lane swap themselves. They're eyeing the Rift Herald, but Barrel Rider is still there. I don't think Marietta's aware of it. So they're going to start this up. And they will secure the Rift Herald, but Barrel Rider has not left it. Now he's going to get spotted out. And are they going to go after? No, they're going to let him go. Meanwhile, Miyuki's going to be able to push the bot lane a little bit. And now Malphite has not left yet. So maybe looking... Oh, no, now he's going to be teleporting bot lane. I was about to say, are they going to try to do like a 3-man dive onto Cyclone? But decide not to. Malphite will teleport in. So it did give Miyuki a chance to try to get a little bit caught up on CS, but still down by approximately a little over 30 CS. Maybe seeing a possible gank attempt. Brimstone is going to get caught with the ward, but we're seeing a 4-player gank attempt. Lulu getting very low on health. And Tension has to actually pop his ult just to get out of there. The Rift Herald will be summoned in the top lane. And they will get at least some plating out of it. And may even try to continue to push this tower. Meanwhile, Muki's going to get pushed into the bot lane by Malphite. Just trying to farm some CS. And we'll try to get some of it, but already at half health. Rico's going to get poked down a little bit. He's going to have to retreat. Yeah, I think Cyclone backed out, and now they're going to re-rotate. They got the bear, not the bear, I'm sorry, the Rift Herald. Meanwhile, it's pretty even between in the mid lane. Raylix up by about 5 CS, which isn't that much, but he's looking to try to catch Stormblessed. Will have to use the pool to dodge the dome. Puts in a lot of damage, not going to be enough to finish him off. Meanwhile, comparing ADCs, Cyclone is up by about a little over 15 CS. And now we're going to see Hecarim getting caught. And a good stun comes by Rico. And Ashe is going to fall down, and so is Hecarim. And now they're going to work on trying to take out Barrel Rider. Brimstone with the double kill. And Mountain Drake is up, so that might be enough to secure the Mountain Drake for Marietta. We see Rico, Muki, and Brimstone heading over there. Oh, and there's Raylick. Hi, Raylick. I didn't see you there. So far this has been a really good start for Marietta. Raylick's going to actually work on trying to get onto Stormblast. Has to pull away once again. Always using that pull as a defense mechanism, although it is kind of built that way. But Marietta does secure the Mountain Drake, and it's going to be Cloud Drakes from this going forward. So we're 12 minutes into the game, and Marietta is only up by about 700-800 gold. Not a huge difference here. And looks like part of it is Kai'Sa starting to close the gap a little bit, getting onto War Cyclone, only down by about 8 CS, so they're evening things up. Raylick's only up by about 10 CS. So the CS differences are a lot narrower than they were in the last game. Even in the top lane, at this point, Illaoi was up by a substantial amount of CS. But Yuki just needs to keep working on getting her farm up to be a really tanky Ornn. And we're going to see that Hecarim all come in, flashes away, and does get the knock up onto the Hecarim, takes a couple tower hits, does end up getting Ornn, but Raylick is there to finish off the Hecarim. So it is a 1-for-1, and it's another kill for Echo. And Raylick is going to want as many kills as possible. If he can get a substantial goal lead, you got to watch out. In fact, he's going to go after Barrel Rider. Just look at that damage! Oh my goodness! He's just like 1v1 me, bro. I mean, he's a big pile of rocks. And Raylick just guts him down like it's nothing. So I see Raylick's back in the mid lane trying to get the push through. Sees the ward there and goes like, yeah, we don't want that over there. We don't want any teleporting flanks coming in from behind. Spirit Plane will be falling soon. So with that, Marion is up by almost 2,000 gold. So it's just gained those extra kills. No towers have fallen yet. Oh, we do see Marius being able to push at least the top tower. And it's actually very low. Yuki's going to have to fall back a little bit. Barrel Rider definitely wants to try to get a kill on her. And we're seeing a lot of converging going on to the bot lane. We may be seeing a 4-player dive. Brimstone may be about to get caught. He's going to try to jump in. Pops the Cataclysm, forces the flash out of Lulu and Kai'Sa. Lulu's going to have to burn her ulti just to try to stay alive, but it's not going to be good enough. Raylick is there to get the kill. They're going to try to get the kill onto Kai'Sa. And that's 2 kills for the Pioneers, and they're going to go straight for this tower. Marietta should secure the first tower gold. There you have it. So with that, Marietta is up by about 3,500 gold 15 minutes into the game. So that's a pretty comfortable lead. Still got to be careful here. It looks like Tension, I think that's how you pronounce it, is going to be going for the Rift Herald. Does secure it without Marietta noticing. So that may give Trine a chance to try to at least push one of these lanes and secure a tower themselves. Now we see Barrel Rider looking to try to zone out Yuki. He's going to pop the ulti, does catch him, and another knockup, and that might be exactly what they need. He's going to try to dash away, and he really has to dash away. He actually pops his ulti just to dodge Marietta's onslaught. They are going to see that Rift Herald has been taken, so they'll just rotate over to the mid lane to continue their push. Although Cloud Drake's going to be up in 25 seconds. So we could see Marietta start going down there. In fact, the arrow comes out for Cyclone, does not catch Kaiser. But Marietta will try to get into position to take this Cloud Drake. Actually, they're not going to take the Cloud Drake. They're going to put some pressure on this tower. Now they're going to fall back. Yuki does have her teleport, so if there is a fight, she can teleport in. And it looks like Rico, Cyclone, and Brimstone are looking for a possible pick. We're going to try to get the slow onto Hecarim. Cataclysm is up for Brimstone if he wanted to get in the gate. But meanwhile, they're zoning out Trine so that Rayla can solo the Cloud Drake. And Trine will unleash the Rift Herald as a way to put pressure on the Pioneers. But Marietta's going to let it go. They're going to just take the Cloud Drake and trade the tower for the Drake. So Marietta does secure that Drake. And they may be working their way around. Oh, there goes our last Rift Herald for today. Meanwhile, Bear Rider's going to be working that top tower. He should be able to secure it with this next push. So they do secure the tower. Marietta is still up only about 1,500 gold 18 minutes into the game. Not that big of a lead, but they're still in much better position than they were this time last game. We're seeing Rayleigh getting onto Stormblast. Hasn't popped his pool just yet. He has been able to free farm. So now he's caught up on CS versus Rayleigh. But the difference is Rayleigh does have 4 kills and 1 assist. Whereas Stormblast does not have any kills and actually a death.
Too slow.
Looks like Marietta's going to be looking to get some Baron Vision. Or they're going to be looking to try to catch Barrel Rider, but he's going to be backing off. Or Rayleigh may be looking for a possible pick onto Hecarim. And they're going to catch him. He's going to get stunned. He's trying to pop the ulti, but he gets stunned before he can go through, and he's going to go down. And now Marietta's going to be rotating through Trine's red jungle, see if they can get a pick off anywhere, or at least clear some vision and establish their own. They're going to be looking to clear this mid tower.
Red team's turret has been
And they do secure that tower, so now they're even up on towers. Warren ulti's going to come in, does not actually connect. I don't know if she meant to do that dash. But Rayleigh's going to be working on trying to take down Barrel Rider. He's already at half health. He uses his ulti to try to get away and also flashes. Will Rayleigh flash to get him? He doesn't need the flash to get him. Meanwhile, we do see Harv trying to get onto War Cyclone. Gets him down to about half health. Has to burn heal and flash. And Brimstone's going to get caught in the middle there. Cataclysm is going to get popped. And Rayleigh's going to be working the back line, trying to take out the Kaiser, and does not do it. In fact, you get the shutdown, and this is Trine's chance to try to get back in the game with 2 shutdowns. And that's going to close the gold gap to about 2,000 gold. And it looks like Trine's going to be going for an early Baron. So when Marietta try to contest this, it's going to be really difficult. Bear Rider is going to be popping a teleport to get right onto Marietta. And he's going to force the Pioneers to back off. So this is a very early Baron that I think Trine just can safely secure. I'm not so sure anything Marietta can do about it, but they do secure the Baron buff, and now they have to retreat. So it's not over yet, folks. Trine has cut the lead by less than 1,000 gold. So they're going to have to be careful here. So where is all that gold going? Well, right now, Stormbless is the one with the most gold for Trine. Meanwhile, Cyclone's the one with the most gold for Marietta. So those are the two players that you need to be watching in these future team fights. Cyclone has to stay alive and do damage to the enemy team. But Stormblast has to do the same thing. And looks like Mary's going to try to catch Stormblast. Pops the ulti. It does not connect. He's going to pull out. Cataclysm is going to come out. But the Heck Remote's going to come in too. Marietta is split in all sorts of directions. And Cyclone's going to fall in solo Brimstone. Although the Hecarim goes out. So it's a 2-for-1. But Trine's going to be able to secure this Cloud Drake. Yep, Marietta was not on the same page on targets. And they were just not able to secure the kill. So now Trine's going to be working their way back. And they secure their own Cloud Drake. So we have seen Trine has worked their way back. And not only have they caught up in gold, they are now in the lead with that Baron buff and Cloud Drake. And part of it is they gave Stormbless a chance to catch up. He's got Rabadon's death cap. So he's very scary Vladimir. Relic has a lot of kills, but I don't think he has the power spike he needs just yet. It looks like Brimstone's going to be looking to try to catch Malphite. But he's going to have to retreat. That Baron buff is still active. They have to respect it. The ulti does come out. And just so much damage comes out. Cyclone is down and they're going to have to force retreat. Marietta's main damage dealer is gone. So Relic was trying to catch anyone. He's not going to be able to do so. And Trine does have a Baron empowered Canyon minion, and they're having trouble getting it down. So he's just going to keep wailing on this turret. And I think they're going to have to concede the tower. And now Trine is taking a more substantial lead into this game. It's not the 7k deficit that they had before. We've seen Relic looking to try to catch Lulu. He's going to pop his ulti to back away, realizing that it was not a favorable fight. The Owner ulti is going to come out. Does that catch him? It's going to catch Barrel Rider. He's going to have to pop his ult to get away. But the Ash Arrow is going to catch him. He's going to get slowed. And Relic's going to get the killing blow. So now Marietta is looking for more picks, and they're going to try to see if they can catch Vladimir. Oh, there he is. He's going to have to pull to get away. Tries to get the slow on him, and he will get away from the Pioneers. So it is still about 13k gold difference. I've been shoutcasting since like noon today, and it's already like over 4 o'clock. I've been shoutcasting for 4 hours here. I can't talk anymore. But yeah, anyway, we're about a... Did I say 13k earlier? 1.3k. Now it's about a 1.2k. Now it's like a 1k gold difference between the two teams. And we're going to see Trine's probably going to be looking to gain some Baron vision because it is up in about a minute and a half. That's going to be a huge point of contention. Meanwhile, Cloud Drake's still got a minute 43 remaining, so I don't think we're going to see anything there just yet. But Rayleigh's going to try to get his shot at trying to get some free farm and get his own Rabadon's death cap. We're going to see Hecarim trying to catch Brimstone. Pings are coming out. So I think they are looking to try to catch Brimstone. And I don't know if they know Relic is there either. But I think we're going to see a team fight here real soon. They're trying to catch him. Brimstone is going to lance away. Yeah, they were looking for the pick. Nothing connects. Now we're seeing Trine rotating around, and Marietta's going to follow suit. The Ornn ulti is going to be coming out. It is going to catch Harv. The Ash Arrow is going to catch Barrel Rider. They're going to go all in on Barrel Rider. And so is Trine. He's going to pop his ulti. And Cyclone... No, I'm sorry. Cyclone does end up going down, which is not good for the Pioneers. That's 2 down, 3 down for Marietta. They were not able to protect Cyclone. And Relic's going to fall. And the only one that's left is Muki. Is going to flash away. But I don't think she's going to survive. Yeah, that is going to be the ace for Trine. They have to protect the carries. Cyclone died early in the fight, and there went all your damage. There are 3 tanks. You have to keep them up. So this is going to be a free Baron for Trine, and now they're going to have a huge lead. The one good news is Relic does have his Rabadon's Death Cap ready to go. So he can be a force to reckon with. But meanwhile, Trine will also take this Cloud Drake. There's nothing that Marietta can really do to contest it.
The team has slain the dragon.
At this point, Trine is now up by a little over 4k gold, and we're getting close to 30 minutes into the game. With those Cloud Drake buffs, cooldowns are going to be coming up a lot quicker for Trine. So Marietta's going to have to play it very carefully. But it really comes down to protecting the carries. They have to protect Cyclone. And we're going to see that ulti come in. It's not going to catch anyone. But they're going to try to get right onto Cyclone. He gets popped. Unprotected once again. And Trine's going to be looking to finish this game. And Relic's gone down. Both of the carries have fallen. And there's not much that Marietta can do at this point. And I think they're going to be going in and finish up the towers. But death timers at 20-30 seconds. There's not much that Marietta is going to be able to do. Brimstone's trying to make a play, but he's going to end up falling. And there you have it. At 29 minutes and 33 seconds, Marietta will fall to Trine 1-2. So with that, unfortunately, Marietta will fall and they will not advance to the conference championship. There may be a third place match next week. We're going to have a conference meeting early on next week to figure that out. So there may still be at least one more League of Legends match next week, but we won't know for sure. So yeah, once we know, we will get the word out there. So for all the latest updates with what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, all at Marietta Esports. As I said, once we know exactly what the schedule will be for next week, we will get that to you. We do know at the very least, our Overwatch team will be playing against Muskingum on Monday, 8 o'clock. And our Rocket League team will be playing against Trine University next Saturday at 11 a.m. If we do have an Overwatch and League of Legends match next week, we will be sure to post that on social media. So from all of us here, thank you so much for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day.